Hello, everybody. This is Tom Loy, National Recruiting Analyst with 24/7 Sports, alongside fellow National Recruiting Analyst 24/7 Sports, Mike Roach. We are in New Orleans at the Battle New Orleans 7-on-7 event. Mike, let's just jump into it. We saw a ton of action. It was a long, roughly 10 hours.
Yeah.
Hit me with some recruiting scoop, man. Give me a little couple nuggets that you picked up along the way.
Well, starting off in the state of Texas, in my backyard, we saw top 247 quarterback Ty Hawkins, a TCU commit. Thought he had a very strong day up there amongst the best quarterbacks we saw on the day. Big news there. TCU looks like they're in a great spot to hold on to that commitment. A couple other schools pushing. Ole Miss has been in there. Cal has been trying to get into the picture. But TCU, with his relationship with Kendall Briles, Sonny Dykes, he really loves the fit. He really loves the relationships he has there. And right now, that's the only official visit he has scheduled. So I think you said to me at one point during the tournament, it's important TCU holds on to this guy. And I think they're in a great position to do that.
He was outstanding. Let's stick with Ty Hawkins. Going back to the overall scouting side of things, I thought Ty Hawkins was terrific. Threw the ball with great velocity, great anticipation. He led a loaded team into the second highest scoring offense of the day, alongside 2025 quarterback Jared Lockhart, who could potentially reclassify to 2026. So that's something to watch. Any other takeaways? Give me another one.
Jakeem Stewart, who wasn't even competing in this tournament. And that's the great thing about these 7-on-7 tournaments is, like, you're in a city, you know there's some big prospects there.
Right.
Obviously, no defense, very few defensive linemen compete in 7-on-7. Sometimes you'll get the off cameo. But he just came out to hang out and watch. We got to talk to him. This is the number 4 player in the country in 2026. And, I mean, you saw him, Tom, in person. He's pretty massive. So, when we talked to Jakeem, he was pretty open about, hey, all the schools that are recruiting me are the same. Nobody's standing out. I was able to talk to some sources, people around who mentioned USC and Texas as 2 schools to watch in this recruitment. And so thought that was probably our biggest recruiting scoop takeaway of the day.
Yeah, not bad for a guy that wasn't even slotted to participate in the 7-on-7 event. But let's go back to the scouting side. For me, another guy, a takeaway was Tramell Jones Jr., the Florida State quarterback commit, only a 3-star, but he led South Florida Express to the highest scoring offense of the day. Double-digit touchdown passes. I don't remember seeing him throw an interception outside of like the 2-point conversions in the red zone. Maybe one. But overall, led them to a dominant 3-0 record. Tramell Jones, obviously we all know about the playmakers South Florida Express have, but the more I watch this kid, the more excited I get about his future with Florida State. He's completely locked in with the Seminoles. Really big win for Mike Norvell. Excited about his future. But one more. Give me 3. Give me a third one.
Well, we're in the state of Louisiana, so let's give some good news for LSU. Got to watch the Bootleggers today, which is one of Louisiana's teams of record. A lot of great LSU guys have gone through that program, including Jamar Chase and Derek Stingley. James Simon, the running back from Shreveport, top 247 running back, playing for them today, didn't come out and say anything, but the vibe I got talking to him, LSU is kind of in control there. Texas A&M in the picture, Texas in the picture, Alabama, a couple of other schools. But from talking to him and looking at him, I mean, he's wearing LSU gloves, LSU wristbands, all that sort of thing. If you put stock into that, Tom, I think you've already got a crystal ball in for LSU in that one. I'm close to joining you, I think, and could this week. I think that was my big takeaway from talking with him.
My biggest takeaway, I'll save the best for last. Vernell Brown III, top 247 receiver, currently uncommitted. Got a ton of schools coming after him. Miami, Florida State, Florida, Ohio State. I cannot tell you, this was one of the best 7-on-7 performances I've seen in a long time. He was absolutely dominant from start to finish. Roughly 5 or 6 touchdown passes, but there was so much more than that. He was getting open with ease, showing great speed. For somebody that's known another kid a very long time, my player comp, and just watching them, Amon-Ra St. Brown, he was giving me those vibes, just kind of watching him since he was in 8th grade, just separation with ease, great speed, making things look so effortless. And then he goes and plays defense. Vernell plays defense, and he plays in the secondary. He had two pass breakups. He even had a 3rd down blitz and forced an interception off of that blitz, jumping into the quarterback's face. Really, really talented kid. I cannot say enough good things, man. What a performance. I mean, everybody wants to talk about Tramell Jones, and you got Jamie French and everybody else on that South Florida Express offense, but Vernell Brown was outstanding, big time player. But that wraps it up for day one takeaways. We'll be back tomorrow for the second day. I know you're off to Under Armour Dallas.
That's correct.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
I'll hold down the fort here in New Orleans. But for Mike Roach, I'm Tom Loy. Stay locked to 247sports.com for all your latest recruiting and college football news.